Like if we're gonna do that, we have to dedicate an episode to that. You know, we can't just have a
segment. You gotta make it.
It was, and then we talked about music, but it was whatever. But now we're back.
I don't remember
with an absolute banger,
of course,
of an episode.
As always,
couple therapy part 2.
Couples there. I don't know if it's gonna be named that. If we should.
It's just the group name.
It's just the group name.
It's whatever.
We're the Couples Therapy Valley Bogus group. But can we get like a little bit of like a life update since you guys have been here? You guys were episode 8.
How long was that? Like over a month? 2 months?
2 months at least. Would you like to go?
I think I have a new job since then.
Yeah.
That's a new life
where
update.
You work at?
I'm a barista.
Where?
Let's not. No.
Nah. Places,
I'm not
bro.
telling them where my work, but
go back to episode 8. This motherfucker pressed name drop.
Tony likes it though. Tony likes
no, digital footprint's real.
Or just blur it, bro. Just censor it.
I can't censor it, but like, don't make me censor it. Don't just say dumb shit and be like censored after. Annoying.
I work at a coffee shop, and it has been the best job I've ever had. It's so fun.
Is it like Starbucks?
No, it's a specialty coffee place. So, like, it's a family-owned restaurant or business. It's awesome. There's only like 5 of us that work at the time, max. And
Max Mofo.
Tips
are good.
Tips are good.
Yeah.
Wait, you get tips like bi-weekly or weekly?
I get paid bi-weekly.
Okay, you get your tips and together on the same check.
$8 to $10.
Your checks are gay.
Everybody's gay.
What? Checks? What?
The fuck? I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
If you work at a coffee shop, you're a little fruity.
Jokes, bro.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, everyone who works at a coffee shop
is fruity. Okay,
a million percent.
Let's not group a.
She's saying it herself.
Yo, this slime got a vein.
But it's the vibe.
Are you fruity?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is fruity?
In what way?
Well,
are you
what?
attracted to the same sex?
Yeah, are you attracted? Yes.
Women are.
Who's the hottest woman?
Who's the hottest woman?
Excluding yourself.
Ooh, that's a tough.
My celebrity crush was Zooey Deschanel, but she's kind of old, but she's cute.
Zooey Deschanel.
I'd always say myself.
Who?
I would say myself.
For the hottest woman?
No, if I was a woman.
Well, he said not to, but I would say.
Yeah, who cares what he says? Just say that shit.
You can't say yourself.
Me.
You can't say yourself. So, was there any topics that anyone wanted to cover?
Yes.
I'll go for it.
Why do men take so long to poop?
Oh, we're watching TikToks.
Yeah.
Or on
Twitter.
Reels. Or some shit.
How long is the actual business going on? Is it the majority?
It can be the whole time, honestly.
It could be the whole time.
It could be the whole time.
It could
It's
be.
crazy.
You could speed it up.
See me there in like 20 minutes.
But-
20 minutes is work.
Why do men take so long? That's a crazy opener right there. why do men take so long? Yeah, you can speed it up though.
Why do
It's like
women
this.
take so long
It's like
to
the
get
chill
ready?
spot. So you go there to chill, you know.
But I'd rather be in bed, like lounging.
No, I can't stay in bed.
It is weird how men see pooping as therapeutic in a sense.
Why does people think peeing when you're sitting down as a man is weird?
See, my dad did that growing up, so I don't see it as weird.
Okay. Jaden was trying to call us out. I was like, yeah, I pee sitting down sometimes. He's like, what the fuck? He's calling it gay.
Jaden's been on episode 3, guys. If you need to put a face to the person we're talking about.
Yeah.
I think Jaden is fucking around.
No.
I don't think it's gay, but I feel like, I mean, if you have a dick, you gotta stand. Well, not gotta stand, but you're like inclined to stand.
I don't do that.
Because you got a
nice to sit
shaft you
down.
can hold.
It's nice.
I don't do
It's-
that.
And like
It
you can
sounds
move it. You
quicker.
can like.
Would you let
fucking
Lainey hold
aim
it while
I
you
guess.
pee?
I took a. Oh my god.
Would you let Lainey hold it while you pee?
Why would you need to do that?
That's what I-
what's
yeah.
the point of
Just
holding
for
it?
fun.
I'm like,
I think it's funny.
I guess.
It's funny.
I
Have you peed in
guess.
front of Lainey?
I don't think I have.
Really?
I've peed
My
with
I
ex-girlfriends
pee all
on
the time.
I
On
pee
the
all the
phone?
time. I would
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm always
Kids
sipping
will call
water.
while I'm pooping. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna gotta pick up.
So you guys are on the phone. You guys are pooping.
What?
I'll
What's
answer.
your-
It's not an often occurrence, but
I don't poop.
oh yeah.
Girls
Oh
don't poop, right?
shit.
No.
Girls don't poop. Okay,
No.
this is kind of a crazy topic, but I kind of want to get into it.
Go for
All
Okay.
right.
Do girls poop?
it.
No.
Girls
Where's it
poop?
go?
No. Why do you think girls have boobs?
Oh my god.
That's whoa. Now I just open up a jar of questions. It's like, are boobs just poop when you're holding your boob? It's just
Poops.
poop. That's just open up a whole other bar. But so I have a question. What's like if you've ever experienced like a near death experience, what near death experience would you say?
Does anyone want to go first?
I don't think I had a near. I'm not stupid, bro. I know where I'm gonna be. Is it like crash? Like maybe someone's being a dumbass on the road?
Yeah, I've had that.
Actually, yeah, I
feel like that's every
car
day.
wreck, and they were, if they hit me any minute, second faster, they would have hit me, and I
got
probably would have
T-boned?
died. Yeah, it was crazy. My car crumbled. I had a Jetta.
Wait, you got her crash?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Ford
the story.
F-150. He went through a red light, and I had this car for like a month. Not even. And it was my first car that I bought.
And it was my car that I have right now, right?
Yeah, it was a Jetta. He ran the red light and hit the front of my car, and it totaled it.
Damn.
Sorry to hear that.
But if he hit me a little bit later, he would have got me, which is crazy.
That is insane. And did you get a fat check?
No.
What the fuck?
Well, he paid off my car. I just bought the car, so the car was paid off, I think, mostly. I don't
that's
remember.
it.
It was a
Just
while.
leave it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't have to pay your car? Or
Well, I would
it
hope
off?
you wouldn't have to pay your car. You wouldn't have to pay your car even if you were at fault.
No. That's all that happened.
Damn.
Did it change your outlook after? Were you a different person afterwards?
No, because at the time, I didn't really think of it like that. But looking back and remembering that it could have hit me is
That
crazy.
is crazy to think.
Oh, actually, I do
so.
have a story.
Please.
So one time I was in the river, and there's current, like rapids. And so like me and my brothers got like swept and we almost drowned. Shit was crazy.
I know. When I was in Hawaii, I went really far offshore swimming. Like it stayed shallow for a long time, but there's a part where
Just drops.
it doesn't drop, but the waves get different. Like the water gets
Oh,
different,
okay.
and it gets so much stronger. And somehow I was in that, and I couldn't stay afloat. I lost all my energy, and I couldn't stay afloat. And my dad had to come pick me up and take me back to
Damn.
the part where I could stand. And it was like that
Were you-
that feeling of not being able to control whether you drown or not, and you're like,
Yeah.
The helplessness feeling.
yeah,
That's crazy.
from the ocean.
And you were young, right?
This was like a year ago.
Were you coughing up water and shit? Were you drowning?
No, I wasn't
or-
getting to that point.
Okay. So you were just like tired.
Yeah, I was getting weak, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can't keep this up. I need to get back immediately.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry we all. I can't say I went through like an extreme near death. Like, I remember as a kid though. So I used to fuck around with this kid across the street. Whoa. I mean, I used to just.
Whoa.
Tony?
Chill, bro.
Bro, you're the one fucking
I
spazzing out.
literally said off camera, like.
This guy is just
Okay, all right.
tweaking, bro.
So I used to go and play with this kid across the street from me, and one time he was making he went over to my house and he told me, he's like, "Hey, I'm making a roller coaster," and
Like Phineas and Ferb?
and I was like, "You want to help me?" I'm like, "I'm down."
That's awesome.
And we go, and it's like
Yeah.
He
How
actually
old-
made one?
How old
No.
is this? How old
Oh.
is this?
this was like I was like 5.
Okay.
So it was literally just a pole, and you went on it, and it spinned. It wasn't anything. I can't explain how stupid it was,
That's awesome.
but it was stupid.
Were you
And then-
expecting a roller coaster though?
Yeah, I was expecting as a
Okay.
kid. I was expecting some like fucking like you're going in
Extreme.
the air and shit, but it wasn't anything like that. And so on top of it, to make sure that it was kind of like flat in the ground and it didn't like turn over or anything. And if you did turn over when you were on it, you wouldn't get seriously hurt. So there was like that fun about it. But to hold it up on the top, it was a tire rim. It was a wheel rim. So he had to put it because it fit like the pole perfectly. Like it went in and it was holding the pole in the grass into
Like
the
a zip
dirt,
line?
whatever. Huh?
Like a zip line?
No, it's just a rim on top of the
Interesting.
pole.
Okay.
And
Oh, like you swung?
yeah, so when you swung, it would spin with it, and it would.
Oh my god.
What are you swinging?
Oh, I think I've been on one of those.
It's
That's
like a
funny.
little cart that you're holding, and you can't be more than like 80 pounds going on it, otherwise it will tilt over.
But you're 5, so.
But I was 5, so he was like, I wasn't really worried about the weight and stuff. But what ended up happening was, I went on, or he went on it, and he was like, just hold it for me, and then the rim fell on me. And I still have the cut right here. I can't get it on camera. And it was so young, or it was so, like, I was so young that was a long time ago because I'm unk now. And I wouldn't have any photos or anything. But, oh my God. See, I put Preston here because I thought he wouldn't fuck with shit. And now he's fucking with shit.
See, I always want that seat. He doesn't let me get it
So
because he's a fucking.
I know
idiot.
you would be a menace on this.
No, I'd be
So-
funny with it. You did no. I wouldn't just be ridiculous with it. I'd be funny with it. Strategic.
That's what I'm doing. Man. You're not hearing it. Are you hearing it?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
funny?
It's very funny.
Thank you.
so, anyways,
I've cracked my skull too, bro. Like
yeah,
3 times,
And I had to get staples in my head.
bro. That bitches hurt when they pull them out.
Oh my.
No, when
God,
when
that's
they pulled my
crazy.
mouth, my head was like so numb that I don't know if they numbed me for it, but I don't remember it hurting. I remember actually, I think they just fell off. I don't
No,
even think I
bro.
had to do anything. I don't remember that. Maybe
No.
my parents have to come fact check me, but I don't know.
I had to go to my pediatrics to get them removed.
Really?
Like they had to like them bitches hurt, bro.
Why'd you have staples in your head?
Because I cracked my head.
From what?
So when I was younger, in my backyard, I was fucking around, and there's these pillars, and there has like a corner, and so I was on a yoga ball, and I fucking fall backwards and fucking hit my head, and that's where I got the staples, and then I slipped and at a water park, it hit my head on a bench.
Dude, that's I can't. I was trying not to laugh the entire time. And
Nah, bro, it's funny because it's stupid. Like, what the fuck?
What's up? Bro, okay. Like literally, like you have 2 uses per episode, and you already use them like 10 minutes.
I'm turning it off.
You know what? I'm gonna just
Okay,
turn off the fader.
Party
Mr. No
pooper.
Fun, Mr. No Fun.
Call me no fun. That shit not funny. Because one episode we were fucking with that, and then we went back to rewatching. And like that was not funny at all. Like it was almost annoying because the audio just.
Well, how
doesn't-
long were you doing? How many times were you doing it?
Less times than you just did in the first 20 minutes of this episode.
Not even. Which ones are you pressing though? You gotta press a funny one.
Yeah,
Like air
yeah,
horns and
she's
shit.
hearing it.
Like,
Yeah.
like the air horns and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, when he started laughing, it wah, wah, wah.
So
What do you think about the people who've had like real near-death experiences where, let's say they're lying on a hospital bed and they see some crazy shit that's like, you know, just a life-changing experience, and then they come back and they're a different person, either because it was coming from their subconscious and they just saw some trippy shit because their brain is dying, or do you think they're seeing like some supernatural stuff?
Like afterlife.
Afterlife is kind of crazy.
It could be both. It could
Some
be your
people just
brain
don't believe
fucking
in
with
that.
you.
Do you think
because
you're
it knows
just
you're gonna die.
energy, or do you think you actually have like a spirit or some shit?
Ooh, I don't know if we.
Now there's 2 questions in the air for
So-
him to answer.
Do you think that your brain would fuck with you into thinking that you're going?
I feel like
when
yeah,
you're dying.
you can yeah.
I think
Like your
it's a possibility.
subconscious.
Does that make it any less true?
Yeah, that's also a question.
I haven't read anything like this, but have people died and they came back and said like I saw something?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Have
of
you
people.
seen
Yeah,
Heaven is for real?
There's a lot of those stories.
Isn't it?
but that can be like something you made up as you're dying.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, wait, I don't
But-
remember.
Like a dream almost.
yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, but way more intense because
More realistic, kind
you're
of.
still connected to real reality and you're having that experience.
Okay.
There's a lot of stories of people who see some shit when they're clocking out and then they get revived and then they come back and they're like, oh, I did see like the light that people talk about, or it was like a hole.
If you okay,
Imagine it was
Well-
just pitch blackness,
I know.
bro.
And
not
I-
knowing
Some people have that too, so it's like what?
this changes people's whole course of life
Exactly.
afterwards,
That's
which
exactly-
is even crazier.
Same
That
with
makes-
psychedelics. Same with psychedelics. You could say, "Oh, I was on psychedelics and I did see God," and then that changes your whole perspective. But does that make it real, or does it make it your
But
brain?
what is
just-
real?
if I saw God on psychedelics, it wouldn't make me more religious than I already am.
Yeah, but there's a point where it's like, "Oh, I can tell you I saw God," and you're just like, "Oh, I haven't had a psychedelic experience, so I don't know what that's like." And then you actually have it, and you're like, "Wow, that was so different from what I thought." Seeing God would be like, and now my whole perspective.
Is God a
shifts.
woman?
No.
God is nothing, but God is everything. I don't know.
God could be a woman.
Ariana
God could be a man.
Grande. I like Veronica.
But like not knowing how you are religiously, would you say that if you died, God forbid, but if you were to die, see God, would you pray every day? Would you go to church? Would you change that religious background of your life?
No, because I've had experiences similar to that, not as intense. But I still couldn't. I don't say I do all that stuff every day, even though I've had experiences like that. Does that make sense?
And are you religious?
religious is such a hard word. It's such a loaded term.
All
Religion.
right. Do you practice a religion?
I practice my own belief system. If you want to call it religion, you're more than welcome to.
And is your belief system in believing in that there's a higher above, as in God that's positive? Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you believe in that there's a hell with the devil that's not?
See, that's where it gets really weird because it's like some people can read my book is the Bible. I'm not going to throw out the possibilities that other books aren't true, but some people could read something like hell and say, well, it is a place where people go and they burn for eternity. That's one way people read it. Or people read it and they think God tells them that hell is something totally different.
He's challenging him. He's challenging him.
Andy, are you playing the drums?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much religions out there, and some of them are just out there to capitalize on money. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say ones, but like there's religions that are like
or capitalize on power in general. Mm-hmm. Hey, we're gonna implement this new system, and it was given to us by God, so that you're gonna follow in accordance with that. Because you think you're gonna go to hell if you don't.
Have you seen those mega churches with like the pastors and shit?
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're like
what the fuck? Like
big baller, and you're like.
That's what I was gonna get into.
That's where my money going to.
I'm not gonna say which religion is like this, but there's a religion out there.
Christianity.
You start off, but like I mean, like there's one worse than that. There's one that is worse in the area of like money, where it's like you start off at your church and then you have to keep on donating money.
Oh yeah, to like be into
to get into like the.
Is that Scientology?
No.
But it's kind of like
what
Scientology.
Let's talk about
Mormons. Yeah, that's a weird one.
How do you feel about cults?
And if you're Mormon, that's perfectly fine. I want you to know, everyone that's watching, that I respect your beliefs.
Oh, of course.
Whether it's Mormon, Catholic,
believe whatever you want.
Buddha, what's like the Buddha one?
Buddhism.
Buddhism.
Hinduism. They got that one.
If you believe in, or if you're a Muslim as well, whatever you guys' beliefs or our beliefs, we hope that you can hear what we're saying, and maybe in the comments leave your beliefs, and we'd love to reply to you guys and maybe get some more information on what your guys' beliefs are, because that's very important to us.
Believe what makes you happy.
Now, I do want to bring it back. I wouldn't say when we were posting episodes, we were like 50 views, 60 views, right? And then we posted the one with you guys, Couples Therapy, episode 8. Go check it out. It's a good episode.
Hit the algorithm.
That one hit the algorithm. You were texting me like the next day. I was at the gym, and you were like, "Hey, did you see the podcast? It has like 80 views," which was at the time like double the last episode. And that episode had been out for like weeks, and then this one had been out for a day. And I was like, man, what the fuck did we do differently?
Could be like the title and shit, but
I think you
hit the algorithm.
Yeah.
You get lucky, you get
Something
get lucky.
Social media is an interesting thing, especially YouTube, because the algorithm changes daily.
I've talked about it before, but like our demographic from what YouTube tells us is we're, at least for almost every episode, we're a primarily female audience.
Shout out the women out there.
Shout out women.
Tones, Huz. Shout out them.
Shout out women for
thanks for watching. Watching.
Maybe Andy was like the sex symbol, and now that we have him back, we're gonna see it go up. We're gonna see it go up again. We'll see though. No, Andy has a girlfriend though. But
why am I getting
Laney to hold his pee while he pees later?
What
Did we talk about that on camera? Did we talk about that on camera?
We were just talking about
that.
Oh shit, dude, we've been talking
Preston's
for
a little freaky
like 20
deep.
minutes already. Isn't that crazy?
20 minutes?
Good time.
It goes by fast when you're having fun.
No. Preston, you're a freaky deep. Why are you talking about motherfuckers grabbing my dick while I'm peeing?
What?
I just can't get these thoughts out of my head.
See you guys.
Maybe we can add some realism, but can we talk about your nicotine addiction?
Oh, please.
Okay, so you are currently going through or maybe setting yourself up for like a tea break for your break off of the Zins, the Osama Zin Laden.
Well, it was vapes first for like a year.
George Washington's.
Osama Zin Laden's.
Osama Zin Laden.
Cinderella.
Zendaya.
Zinnius and Ferb.
But you're setting yourself up for a break. You quit vapes and now you're still doing Zins. By the way.
But leaning off, right? You're weaning off.
Well, my parents found them, and that was kind of because I hate having an addiction, but I've tried to get off a couple times, and it's hard. But now that my parents found it, and they were pretty upset. They weren't mean about it, but they were disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Feel that.
And have your parents? Do they know you vape?
I don't think they do.
Do your parents listen to the pod?
No, bro. You think they're gonna listen? They can't even understand what we're saying. No, but I don't think they do. They might have a clue.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just always keep it
How would
hidden.
they feel if they knew?
They wouldn't like. They would be like what your parents said, like
Yeah.
disappointed but not mad. You know, because
Yeah.
fuck, we're old as
They're
hell,
like,
bro.
you can make your own choices, whatever.
Would you say with your sister they're a little bit more strict and they maybe care a little bit more?
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be as restricted, but they'd probably protect her more. Try to help out more than.
Yeah.
But-
And with the sister in life, like she obviously has had boyfriends and has gone through breakups. How do they react to like the little girl getting broken up with and stuff?
Well, I wasn't there when she got broken up with her last boyfriend.
Wait, so you heard no stories about like any of that?
Well, it's 'cause she really just talks through that shit with my mom. But if I need to know something, I'll ask. Or like if something happens, because my sister's like, she'll tell the whole fucking world.
Yes.
So I'll know.
That's
Tony
okay.
was asking for a Zane earlier.
Yeah, so maybe for
Tone on the
off camera,
Zins.
I might pop my first Zin ever, and maybe
He already
said
has
on-
one
he said
in.
on camera.
Maybe-
He already has one in.
maybe in
Open
20
his mouth.
years I'll be sucking freaking rhino dick for some Zins. So who knows
Yeah.
how far this addiction?
Rhino
maybe this
dick.
is the
Bro,
start.
they're already extinct.
Rhinos?
You remember
Pretty
at
sure.
the beginning when I
They're
said,
around.
"Welcome to the podcast that makes you feel
What?
smarter"?
This is the part where Andy will get smarter. 'Cause
Well,
rhinos
I'm pretty
still
sure
exist.
most species is rhinos.
Would you rather
There's like
have-
probably one of those.
They're
Some
endangered. They're endangered.
There's like 2 or 3 remaining, bro. There's like
Rhinos in the world? No.
rhinos in the world.
Are rhinos going extinct?
In danger? Would you rather have
In danger of becoming extinct. Rhinos are in danger of becoming extinct due to poaching and illegal trafficking of their
Ask
fur.
how many rhinos there are in the world right now. He says 2 or 3.
I say there's
How
not
much
that many
are in the
rhinos.
world right now?
Because I recently heard like there's this male rhino who's the last of his kind. Who died.
Okay, so the answer was 3. What do you think the answer is?
I saw that.
What do you think the answer is, Kaydence?
I zoned out for a second.
How many rhinos are left in the world?
78.
Okay, 27,000.
Damn.
a little farther. A little farther. I think if there
Well,
were
are they
three-
all the same species, right?
No.
I think if there were 3 rhinos in the
There's
world, that
different.
would technically be extinct.
Could you
right?
imagine?
No.
There's a certain number of
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
extinct. Like
I think they just
Is
keep them in
extinct
captivity
really
and
zero?
try to see if they could like repopulate them. But
Yeah. does
you'll never
extinct
see
mean
one.
0?
You'll never see an if there's only 3 left. You'll never see them. Unless
Yeah.
it-
What's the coolest animal you guys have ever seen in person?
penguin.
Oh, you're
Bro,
kidding.
I've been to
Your
San Diego
microphone
Zoo,
cut
so
out.
I've seen gorillas. I've seen some
You said it.
bears.
Yeah.
The coolest one,
It made no noise.
coolest animal. Gorillas are pretty cool because I saw them from up above. But I like big fish, like sharks and shit, because those are cool.
Do you see any sharks in real life?
I'm pretty sure I have at San Diego Zoo.
Oh, true.
Have you seen sharks out in the wild?
No.
No.
No, bro.
They're not evil like that. It's only orcas that kill for sport. They're like
Because they're smart as fuck,
They're the
bro.
only marine animal that kills for sport.
Yeah, and they're related to dolphins.
But dolphins. How much people have died of dolphins?
I'm sure.
How much people have died of dolphins?
There's been people who've been raped by dolphins, I'm pretty sure.
No,
People rape dolphins.
Oh, they ripped them?
Yeah, I heard there's a species of dolphins. going
your
extinct.
microphone isn't working.
You hear now?
No.
Did it go out?
Yeah. Wait,
No,
don't do that.
It's still talking. I still see it on my system.
Wait, stop.
Hello?
Press-
There we go.
Okay. Weird.
But there's a species of dolphins going extinct because people are raping them when they're young. Because apparently they have.
People are raping dolphins?
Yeah, apparently
What
they
the
have
hell?
vaginas that are really
You-
similar to women.
Stop that.
Right now we're gonna put
I
on.
made a difference in the world.
We're gonna put on a video of a dolphin vagina. You let me know.
What?
There's actually like a species of small dolphins off Mexico. So fuck. It's like in a little place where Tijuana and shit is. But yeah, there's like small dolphins that are going extinct. They're like black, white. It's cool.
Yeah, orcas are so beautiful. It sucks that
Yeah.
they're the way that they are, but most marine animals are pretty beautiful.
When I went to Cali for 5 days, bro, I saw a blue whale.
Cool.
Well, not jump out of the water, just kind of just
Blue
Jump out of
whales?
the water.
just to
Jump out of the
breathe,
house.
just to
Jump out of the
breathe,
house.
and like it blow its water out its blowhole and shit.
I like seeing that stuff, but also I get a little upset.
Your dad likes whales, right?
Oh,
Are you? Because you're like, we want to go whales. Because my dad likes.
my dad likes boats.
Oh, I was gonna say it's not surprising he likes whales because it's with your mom.
I knew
no.
it. I saw it coming. I didn't want to interrupt.
Even if your mom was a whale, I'll still do it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't hear.
That's fucked up. Why are you calling my mom a whale?
What is the coolest animal you've ever seen? With your own eyes.
I don't know. I kind of like ostriches. Those are crazy. Big bird
That is
that
big
just
bird.
runs.
For any Arizona
run
native out
fast.
there, shout out the Ostrich Festival.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
The ostrich farm.
Expensive
heading
as
to
hell.
Tucson.
Tigers are cool. Like big cats.
The Ostrich Festival has really gone downhill.
No, totally.
On so much levels.
What? Wow.
I haven't been in a couple years, but I'm not
I think
paying
it's
that
just
much
not as
for some
fun because
bullshit.
we're old.
No, I think they switch companies for when they do it,
Oh.
like who holds it. But
It's just
yeah,
it doesn't hit if it's at not at Tumbleweed Park.
Amusement parks don't hit for me at all anymore. Last time we went to, where was the last one I went to? I don't remember, but I just don't have fun in them anymore like I used to.
like why?
Lines,
I
just
guess.
walking around to find some bullshit. And then we went to for like a ride that lasts a minute. You gotta wait for an hour. The ride isn't even that like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time we went, there was like a
Are
field
you
trip.
kidding? Six Flags was crazy. Do
I
you
hated
remember
Six Flags.
Dude,
I hated Six Flags
love
so much.
Six Flags.
Never
I
been
love-
to Six Flags.
I love Disneyland so much. Every time I
We
go,
went
I'm like,
upside down on the dragon one.
The
That
Superman?
was
Don't they have the
so
Superman
fun.
one?
Yes, that one's crazy.
Six
you
Flags?
shoot like
We didn't even do
straight
that
up
one.
in the air. No, that one's terrifying.
We didn't even do that one because of the line.
That's Knott's Berry.
No.
We went to Knott's Berry. The Superman one is in Six Flags, right?
Yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah.
just-
We've been, yeah.
Because it's like DC.
Just tell them about to crash out.
I'm waiting for the first crash out to ever happen.
I
on
have
the
a sip
podcast.
of your
Who's it
beer?
gonna be?
You,
What's a crash out?
bro, you don't know what a
crazy.
crash out.
Just going, like someone's like just fucking straight. Let's just say like we're having a debate and I get really mad at you. I'm like, fuck you, you fucking know nothing. You know that I just start crashing out and going off on you. By the way, if that would have ever happened, I hope you don't take offense to that. It's gonna happen. It's
It's
gonna
happened, bro.
No.
You've crashed out.
What's a topic you have controversial views on, or you're very like firm on your stance on this topic?
Okay. Horror films. You guys said something. You want some? You guys said that Smile wasn't a good movie.
It was good.
She said that.
No,
I've
no,
never
no,
seen
no,
it.
was
no,
good.
I've never
no,
seen
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
But it
no,
wasn't
no, no,
up
no,
there.
No, 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 no. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. Well, like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
What do you rate long legs? What do you rate
It's a
long legs?
dumbass.
Bro, I'd give that a 7.
Long Legs was 10 out of 10.
Okay,
It
long
totally
legs.
lived up to the hype for me.
What I like about it was like there was hidden stuff, but if I really want to know about it, like I gotta rewatch it to really like understand it.
It was so layered for a horror movie.
Mika Monroe. That's like one of my favorite horror actresses. She's in a film, right? She's a detective or some shit.
Lee Harker.
She's
Lee
good.
Parker, yeah.
Yeah, she's in some of my favorite movies.
Which
I
ones?
don't know. It Follows.
I haven't seen that
Oh.
one.
Stuff like that. I just love her. Her acting is very good.
Shoot your shot, bro. Right now. Look at the camera.
But yeah, I think she's very talented. She's obviously very beautiful. Name your top 3 celebrity crushes right now, starting with Andy.
Bro, why me?
With all due respect to your girlfriend as well.
Of course.
3?
I can't think of. Bro, I watch anime, not fucking TV.
You know of people, right?
Have you ever had
Yeah,
a crush on a cartoon character?
Have you ever had a crush on a?
I'd say when I was younger, I had a crush on Miley Cyrus, Wizard of the Waverly Place, Selena Gomez,
Selena Gomez now.
and
Selena Gomez forever.
Zoe 101, the main girl
Which one?
from Zoe 101.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Bugs Bunny when he dressed like a girl. So.
Scooby Doo.
Even Victoria,
From Victoria Justice.
the show, the Nickelodeon show,
Victorious.
Victorious, not Victoria.
That was a great show.
Shake
I
It
never
Up,
got- I
Shake It
never
Up
got
was
into
buzz. That shit was fire. I like the dances.
I never got into Shake It Up. Did you guys ever get into that?
It was
What?
alright. It wasn't.
Shake It Up was dope.
No, never got
There
into
were
that.
shows I liked.
What about Ant Farm?
I love
Ant Farm I
Ant
watched.
Farm.
Like I was more of like a cartoon guy, so I was always
Cartoon
like,
Network.
yeah, Cartoon Network guy. So
Yeah,
I was
me
always
too.
referencing Adventure Time, regular show, the best show of all time.
Amazing World of Gumball.
Amazing World of Gumball is
Regular
so
show is the
fucking
best show of
funny.
all time.
Amazing World of Gumball is so funny.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
It's my happy show
What is?
because
Regular show.
you know.
I never got into
Is that
that
the one
one.
with Tyler the Creator and Childish Gambino?
Yeah. So I love movies. I think you guys know how much I love movies and stuff like that. I hate TV shows. The idea
I can
of
understand
watching a longer movie that's technically shittier quality because lower budgets and they have to film more. The idea of that in my head will
Lower
never,
budget doesn't mean worse story or worse production.
but
I was talking to someone
Resources
today
are more limited.
about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, your resources right now are
Would
shit,
you?
but you're still doing good. Yeah.
That-
Yeah, but look at. Oh, sorry. Kate.
No, it's okay. I don't
what,
know
what, what do I give it though?
Like, I would say that there's. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I wouldn't argue that that's a bad quality movie.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Well, their budget is stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't showing on TV. That was showing on a subscription service. So,
Fair.
so that's the
No,
good thing about
when it first came out, it was on just the
it was always on HBO.
HBO. Yeah, true.
So-
What about Halo?
That shit was whack. That shit was so whack.
For a 10
but
minute
like,
episode.
I don't know if you guys watch Fallout. I watched Fallout. That felt like a movie every episode. Like, also, I just have a very personal connection to the Fallout game series. So there could be that, like, kind of love blinding me on, like,
Yeah.
me thinking it's better than it really is.
Yeah.
But that truly felt like, because I always look out there for that, for, like, CGI in TV shows is always inferior to what you see on the big screen. And something like in the film world, people hate on CGI and special effects, and they will be like, "Oh, always do
Practical effects.
practical effects."
Those are cool, though.
Yeah, and that's cool. Whenever like I love watching Terrifier to see what I don't know if you guys know horror.
Cabin in the
Terrifier.
Woods was pretty good, too.
That had a lot of CGI.
No,
But
yeah,
it also
totally.
had a lot of practical effects. Merman, that was practical.
So Terrifier, I don't know how much of it was CGI, but the practical effects it feels like almost like an event. Like how cool can they fucking get this movie?
Dude,
And
Christopher
he's got a phone call. And
Nolan.
he's got a phone
You got a
call.
phone call?
You're welcome.
From who?
My brother.
You're welcome to go answer.
I think I will, actually.
Go for
Okay,
it.
we're gonna continue talking.
Christopher Nolan doesn't use any CGI.
Yeah.
In his latest ones, I don't know if he used CGI ever.
No, he doesn't. I watched a video on him talking about Interstellar and the way he.
You know,
made
he
that-
advanced
crazy.
science
Yeah.
the way that scientists view.
Yeah,
With
I
a black
did hear
hole.
about that.
Like
That's
they didn't
crazy.
know what a black hole looked like until they did that movie, and I was like,
But does the black hole really look like that though?
no,
we have
you
no
don't,
clue.
you can't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So,
can never
but
be able to see a black
For
hole.
him to go out there, yeah. See, when you hear stories like that, you look at special effects and you're like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Like, but also, I just don't think that special effects people, VFX artists, don't get enough love. So I will always go out the way.
Anyone in the film industry that
Either
isn't the director.
or the stars. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
totally.
So I will always try to give my props to VFX people because
Yeah.
that is what they do is in a sense so much harder than special or than practical effects. That's so much harder. And a lot of times, yes, does it end up coming out shitty? Yeah,
Sometimes.
go back to some movies, they age well. And CGI is in a weird place of like, it was really bad when it was early in its life, and then it turned really good, and we're like, wow.
Like
movies-
Transformers.
Yeah, like movies
Yeah.
can look like this, and then now we're going through like a dark age of
Yeah.
like they're underpaid and
And they're given really strict deadlines, is
Yeah.
what I've heard. Is like they'll do some cool shit, and then the company will be like, "Hey, we're changing it all, and you have like a week to do this," and then that's why it's shitty.
Mhm.
Yeah. What
Like-
about a TV
That's on the
show?
company.
What about a TV show like The Office, where obviously the budget isn't high on filming it, or it probably just goes mostly to the actors and the writers, but the creativity of the TV show is based in the writing of the people. A TV show can totally excel in something that a movie can't because
But The Office is like just so carried by like these legendary characters, like
written by the writers.
Mhm. And not every show has to be like bloody, gunny. Whenever you look at a TV show or movie, the fucking poster is always gonna be blue and red.
Yeah, orange and
and
blue.
gun,
Yeah.
and like big faces. But
Like
if you truly love the art of television or the art of movies or film in general, you're gonna enjoy that. I mean, The Office. Look at how quotable every episode is. There's always like whatever the fuck Dwight's saying in the new episode or whatever is always just super quotable. So, but that feels like a rarity now, where we're like,
Well, I don't watch anything I can't remember the last show I watched that was like coming out weekly or that I'm keeping up with because it's new. Mm-hmm. Like I mostly watch old shit. That is like just a comfort show. I don't ever really go back to
like
TV.
Smiling Friends and shit.
Oh, Smiling Friends is funny as fuck. That is an outlier for sure.
I haven't gotten into it.
Really? Have you tried?
I've tried. I appreciate it though for what it is. It can be funny.
It's so
but
my cheese.
But fuck, what the fuck was I gonna say? Fuck, don't lose it. So Trump.
Purple.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding. No, please let's not talk about
that. And that's why I got to spank Andy.
Yeah, I was watching the whole time.
I found this funny
were
thing
you guys
on
able to hear
Reddit.
any episodes previous to this one?
What do you mean?
Like watch any of our other episodes that you weren't in?
Yes.
I watched the one with your 3 friends.
That's
Victor
like every
was in there.
episode,
Victor
last
was in
5
there.
episodes.
I haven't watched any ones with that friend group post like when Andy left.
It was funny.
Bro, I'm back. Tony was just
finally.
I watched
this guy was just
majority-
working against my schedule.
I think Victor asked like if I cut off my limb and put it into your food and didn't tell you and you ate it. That was so funny.
The way.
'Cause so
Which one was that
If
one?
I cut off my
12.
arm and put it in a dish and invite you guys over to eat food and you eat it and then afterwards I tell you it was my arm, would you still be my friend?
No, that's what I told him. I'm like, I am not being your friend.
That's
And everyone was like, well, maybe if we talked it through. And
It's
I'm
like-
like,
No, I'd want to know why.
It's like someone lacing your food.
I'd
Yeah,
be like,
drugs.
I tried to throw up,
psychotic.
but
No.
What'd be crazy?
The
if
next
I was
day I'd be
man,
like-
this shit's hidden. This shit's hidden. That'd be crazy.
be like, this is smacking. Who made this shit?
How come I didn't notice his whole arm was gone?
Prosthetic.
Is there like a stereotype towards a race that you think is horrible?
Stereotype
All
towards
of
what?
them.
Towards what?
All of them are
All of
horrible.
them.
Wait, say your question again.
Like, is there a stereotype that you absolutely hate? Because a lot of them can be funny.
A lot of them can be true.
A lot of them can be true. Like, there's some Mexican stereotypes out there, and I'll go on firsthand. They exist for a reason. You know, let a Mexican say it. They exist for a reason because that's really how we are. Like, whenever you say like you tell your mom anything, she'll tell the entire world. You know, like that's a stereotype.
Yeah. And that's not a racist one, but it gets tricky when you get into the race-oriented stereotypes.
I just think it's whenever someone that's not Mexican talks about something like that the world just blows up. Like you see that video of that guy where he was a white man and he was wearing a poncho and he went to like
I've
college
seen it.
and he was like, that's not your culture, you can't wear it. And then he went to Mexico. And
Not
they were
Mexico,
like,
but just
Yeah.
where there's just a
Mexican
bunch
city?
of Mexicans.
Okay.
And they were like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like you look nice. It's
But all
like
the white kids are the ones saying, no, you can't wear a fucking poncho.
I just say, like,
Cracker.
personally, I just make jokes about my own race,
yeah.
Yeah.
I try to
which is like still fucked, but only I could say it. So fuck you.
but
Are
there's
you the
also-
only one who's allowed to say it? Let's say I'm a stand-up comedian, okay? That's my profession. And I go on stage and I say a racist joke about Mexicans. What room is there? How should a culture react to that? Is that allowed?
I mean, it just
Is it
depends
in
on
good
what joke you
taste?
said. If
Yeah.
you just said like,
Well, if I'm going up and saying some flat-out just fucking
okay,
racist shit
then yeah,
about-
brother.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. Just because you're a comedian.
Yeah.
Are you swearing death to Mexicans or are you just saying
Yeah.
a joke that implies some racism?
Or you like
joke
straight
that
up being
implies
racist. Or
No,
you
I
just
could care
like,
less.
What's the difference?
I could care less. Like, are you saying like, fuck, man, I was in the fucking traffic and I saw a fucking Mexican lady cut me off, and ever since then I've been hating fucking Mexicans? Like, no, that's probably not fucked up. But if you're talking about like a Mexican stereotype about how like, oh, like, fuck, man, there was this fucking 10-foot tall truck and a fucking 5'3" guy got out of it. Like, that's funny. Like, if it was something like that, I'd be like, no, I could care less.
but if you say like, death to all Mexicans, and it's like,
no,
Yeah, well,
that's-
that's calling for
it's just like a hate
genocide.
crime.
Yeah.
It's just like, but like, no,
But
unless
that's
you're,
really interesting.
it has to.
in
You
the
gotta
culture.
make them laugh though. Like the joke has to be funny for it to like.
It has to
not
be funny to
fun.
who? It has to be funny to the Mexicans?
Or it just have like a
What if I
funny
say
joke.
a gay joke and the gay community doesn't take it well? Then what does that mean?
I feel
does
like-
that make me homophobic?
You can be sarcastic with it, maybe.
look at what's happening with like Matt Rife. You know what I mean?
I hate that dude. I don't
Who?
like him.
So Matt Rife,
Fuck
he just
that
said
guy.
some stuff about like women and stuff, and He was pretty misogynistic. He has some misogynistic views.
Who's
Yeah,
Matt
But
Rife?
like,
it's comedy though. You should totally be allowed to say whatever you want.
and Dave Chappelle, if you were to say
Totally.
it, he would be like, that'd be like, oh my god, this is why he's the GOAT. Because I think he's referred as a comedic GOAT, right?
I think so.
So,
Kevin Hart.
I
Hart's
like Kevin.
funny,
You're
I like
alright, you're alright.
No,
But I think
Gabriel Iglesias.
Dave Chappelle is definitely
Oh,
better.
I hate Fluffy, bro.
Yeah, I hate
Why?
Fluffy too.
He's just dumbass humor. It's not thought out. It's not really.
He's
fucking-
racist, like in Mexican. He has a Mexican race, like, so you can view him as racist, but he's Mexican, so you would never view it like that.
Like the jokes, like he's probably lived through it. That's why he can.
If Preston were to say that, he'd be seen as a racist.
The thing that makes Fluffy funny is like his like different characters he can make, like his voices, like the sound
Yeah, there's
effects.
talent, of course.
Don't disrespect my boy
you
Fluffy,
watch
bro.
anything?
I used to watch all his shit, bro.
I have.
What do
I
you
would be
like about
dying.
stand up, if anything?
It's probably because I lived a closer life to what he lived.
Wait.
Well,
That's why I find it more relatable.
Okay. Motherfucker grew up in a gated community. Now I'm just playing. This one.
I grew up in the trenches, bro. Straight up trenches.
So is there like a community that you fuck with?
dude,
Yeah.
you know what sounds so good right now?
Oh,
I don't
God.
know.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Mac and cheese.
After
We don't
this,
have to.
we're
We
gonna
don't have to
go
end the
grub.
podcast, but
I'm down.
We're gonna fucking grub after this.
Um,
Yeah, it's gonna call.
Hungry.
It's,
I get high like
you know what
this.
we grabbing? Yo, mom.
Hit that.
Skadoosh.
Oh, all right.
I make my own sound effects. Skadoosh.
Well, whenever someone asks me like if I've been working out, I love to hit them with the like, no, I haven't been working out. You know, just douche and like this. fucking,
Who's
like,
asking if you've been?
yeah.
Just
I'm just kidding.
Just
damn
just
kids, that's fucked up.
How do you
I'll be
feel when
here
people
all
say
day.
you don't look like you work out?
And be like,
That's also.
I don't do it for you.
Good.
I
Good.
don't do it for you.
Good.
I hate that. So one time, like,
This guy does
thing
not
that I
work
hate
out.
most about like being in a not being in a relationship, but like something that I hate is like when someone tells me like ask dumb questions, get dumb answers. Like I know I'm asking dumb questions, but also
The
I'm asking dumb
dumbest.
questions in a relationship because I want reassurance. I know this was a complete 180 from what we were talking about before.
It's November.
What I hate is like when you fuck up and then like people just explode.
How
Like-
badly
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
fuck
that happened
up?
at work today, and that manager blew up on me for some dumb shit, and then I took the wrong choice of blowing up on him.
Nah, bro, you gotta
Sound.
stand your ground sometimes. You can't let it just.
I don't know because
I mean, it's consistent, right?
That looks like a ball.
I know
sack.
that totally looks like a ball.
That's
That
your
looks like
cow-
Peggy.
cow balls.
bro. It's Peggy.
Andy's dog has an inside-out vagina.
Yeah, we've looked through it.
I like how you looked at that
It looks
camera.
like
That camera
balls.
'Cause
can't
it's
see you,
right
bro.
here,
That
bro.
camera can't see you.
Hello. But yeah, she's fine. She's kicking.
Yeah, Peggy is fine. It's a pug, and right now I don't know what it's called directly, but her vagina's outside.
It's her ball sack, bro.
But it
She-
looks like a
she-
ball sack.
Literally like this,
Yeah, it looks like that just hanging.
just
out of
behind
her-
like a dog's butt.
You just got-
Look at it.
See, you said the dog
Chill.
comedian, and you'd be
Wicked.
like,
Chill.
fuck Tony, fuck Tony.
It's gonna touch your drink.
Bestiality.
Dogs down below. Give this video a thumbs down.
Yeah, if you fucking hate Tony, fucking like it up.
Smash the like.
Smash the like.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell. So
Fuck the YouTubers that do that.
if you fucking hate me, hit that like button, subscribe.
If you want to see this guy fucking cry,
Comment.
fucking hit the like button,
comment
subscribe.
hate crimes in the comments below about me. And
Comment
my
shit out you want me to do to Tone at night.
What?
Not like that. Maybe like
like
that.
what?
If you guys are feeling like,
Like
just
what?
comment it down though.
If
So-
this video gets 3 likes,
You want to know what I kind of hate?
what?
If this video gets through like, then I will be guillotine live.
Guillotine?
All right, you
So-
Tony
folks heard it
Pintor
first.
4K eating.
Spell.
Fighting the curve.
Fighting the
Andy,
curve.
Andy, your word is guillotine. Spell.
Yeah.
GLUTTON? Or did I?
Can you spell
Sure.
it?
Golton? I spelled
Golton.
Golton. Oh, whoa. Let me start over.
Okay.
Is it GL or GUL?
G-U.
It's
G-
not GUL.
G-U.
GUI.
I want to know. how to spell
Wow. There's a.
it. G-U-I-L-L-O-T-I-N-E.
Okay. I said double T because I know there was a double L. There was something double.
What do you hate, Tony?
So I hate when, because I'm a obviously Hispanic dude. My family originates
No. Bro, I thought you were
Wow,
straight
I
up
never
Caucasian,
knew.
bro.
I was like something on my face. I was like, we've been recording for 40 minutes and there's been something on my face. My family originates from Nayarit. And
Nayarit?
It's a
Is it south?
I don't know.
East?
I don't know.
Okay. How you gonna say you're Hispanic and not even know?
But I'm a no Sabo kid. I don't know Spanish, and he's a Sabo kid, or he knows Spanish. He's bilingual. But
Yeah.
if you had just not knowing us, if you had to know which one, if you had to guess which one spoke Spanish, not you know which one does and which one doesn't, which one would you guess? Yeah.
Do I look more beanerish than him?
That was a loaded question. You were setting this
Yeah,
up.
no, I didn't want to answer that.
I love all
Which
women.
one looks? Yeah. So
Which one
Oh,
looks
that's
more
beautiful.
Mexican?
which one looks like they?
Which one looks like they jumped the border more?
Yeah, I thought that was an
beard.
obvious answer.
It's 'cause you
but-
shaved.
Whoa.
Thank you.
So you said him for no span, but which one looks like they jumped the border more? That's crazy.
He's saying you're athletic. though.
You asked.
That's a crazy. No, I'm sorry. I really did set you up. But
Which one of us looks like we had slave owners in our ancestry?
Both of you.
Bro.
You guys know
Both of
you.
you.
Guys know your ancestry?
No.
No. And I don't really care.
I know my great
Family
grandma
tree.
had a British accent. She was from England.
You did own slaves.
Probably.
Oh, whoa. Let's not talk about that. Let's not
Yeah.
talk about that.
Not you
That's
personally,
unfortunate. No.
but
no.
your family.
I mean, maybe. I
There
hope,
was a-
I hope
Should
not.
African Americans today get reparations?
Yeah.
I mean, how else would they? How else
'Cause
would the people from back then?
There was
be?
advantages
does
that
that
white people
mean?
have in when America was growing, and you know it is a little like if ands and buts, but there's also like just like I hate talking about this, but I got racially profiled by a cop,
Oh yeah, that's a dumb story.
Oh yeah,
a white cop.
you already said the story, right?
But I already told the story a million times. I'm not gonna talk about it again. But yeah, I mean, like if I was white, would he maybe have been a little bit more careful about the fact that I have a family at home and they don't want their boy to get a DUI because he truly thought that I was under the influence? If he was white, do you think from a white man to another young white man, do you think that he would want to not ruin my life? No, I mean, you know, think maybe because he was obviously fishing for a DUI on me, even though I was clean.
Totally.
Even though I was clean, do you think that if I was white, he maybe would have been like, man, I wouldn't want to do that to his family? But since I was Mexican, he probably didn't think quite about it as much.
Do you get paid for that? Do you get money from the taxpayers because of that stereotype?
He didn't sue.
That cops are mean to other races that aren't white?
No, because not every cop is bad.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
So, do you give African Americans reparations because some white people were bad back then? They just got fucked over. I don't have an answer.
I mean,
don't know.
pretty much like all black people in America now, their ancestors were probably slaves.
And they don't even know their identity, which is super sad to think about. Like, you know, whenever like we talk about, Gabe was talking about his ancestry and like how his grandpa flew the war, or he fled America to avoid the war, and how he named his name to Weeks, and that's why his last name is that.
Or like a lot of
Interesting.
African Americans' last
They
name is
can't
their
do that.
slave name.
Yeah, they can't do that. So it's really sad to think about it. It's such a sad thing, and I can only feel bad for them. I can only feel bad for African Americans in America, and I just got to
You
be
don't
like,
have to feel bad.
if they're, I think
That's
there's,
it's like feeling bad for someone who's just poor. Like,
There's
who are
two
you
types
to be
of-
like, oh, I feel bad?
there's two types of white Americans, where it's like they read too much into that stuff and start feeling white guilt.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then-
that is what I'm talking about.
And then there's white Americans that read too much into that stuff and feel white guilt and are tired of hearing about that. Like when it comes, obviously this is just my opinion, but white Americans that are tired of hearing about race, I feel like they're just tired of hearing about race, not because they think that the more we focus on it, the more America's going to continue to grow on it. They're just tired of hearing about how much their ancestors fucked up.
I think people get tired of it because the more you focus on race, the less unity happens. The whole point of focusing on race is to unify and not divide, but I feel like it's counterintuitive because when you start focusing on race, it just divides people.
Well,
more.
the point is
And
to
you
not
can
be
see that through the
colorblind.
2010s. When people started focusing on race more, it got so much more divided. And it's like,
I like George Floyd really fucked everything up. No, not him in part. I'm sorry, but I'm so sorry. That sounded so bad.
Canceled?
That sounded
Canceling yourself?
No, I don't mean like he fucked everything up personally, but I mean like in 2020
Situation.
the riots and everything. And,
the response off of
the murder of George Floyd. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I feel like race is just seeing it in like a small picture instead of like the big. Like, we're all human, shouldn't we all?
Yeah,
just,
that's why I don't give a fuck about my ancestry, because I'm like, it goes back as far as you can tell, and we all come from the same shit. So it's like
I do feel
we're
bad
all
for
human. We're all the same species, apparently.
yeah,
We're just
and
different.
people fuck each other all throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
I don't.
Just because of differences, just to like be in the same group.
I think we should focus on race. I like, but also at the same time, I'm not gonna judge you because let's say we find out your ancestry, you guys were freaking millionaires, and back up. Like I'm not gonna judge you off of your ancestry, but also it is something to focus on. And reparations, giving Black people reparations for something like that is such a broad thing because it's like. Because they do that, right? There's always that bill that gets passed or whatever.
I don't know.
But it's such a broad term, like,
I think race gets thrown into the mix of the American people.
I think
from powers above to divide them.
I think hot take. I think slavery isn't. We don't make it as big of a deal as it should be. Hot take. Okay, and here's my knowledge behind it. I talked about a concentration camp. What goes into your head?
Jews, Hitler, Nazi.
Horrible things, right? Like, they were put into these gas chambers to die and to be tortured. I'm not going to compare horrible events in American history, but I mean, like, dude, like slaves were hung up to the walls and like starved. Mm-hmm. And if you wanted to take a knife and stab one for fun, you could do that. Okay, I don't want to focus on that.
They were just treated.
I'll give you a counter argument.
They weren't treated as humans.
I'll give you a counter argument to your argument, okay? Let's say, hey, African Americans have been mistreated throughout American history right now, and Jews have been mistreated throughout world history, especially in Germany, back then too. Okay, we're gonna give reparations to the Jewish people now. We're gonna give reparations to the African American peoples. Okay, Christians were like crucified and all that shit in the Roman Empire. Okay, we're gonna give them reparations because they got fucked over. Do we cap it at a certain amount of years just because some people got fucked over here and some people got fucked over then? It's like, okay, when do you stop giving people an advantage now because of shit that happened in the past?
I feel like reparations should only be given if it was involved in the United States. Like if just slavery, not to every Jew. Because we weren't involved in that. That was up to them. Germany wants to give reparations to the Jews.
People have been criticized all throughout and tortured and shit all throughout history. So it's like,
do you think that world peace is possible?
No,
it's impossible.
There always has to be conflict.
We can't all agree on things.
Like, there's always going to be that one, like, North Korea fucking, like, this one guy that doesn't want to abide by the rules. Or
gotta be unique, bro.
Huh?
Motherfuckers gotta be unique.
Yeah, you gotta be like, nah, I would do my own thing. And, like, just fucking, and just, like, not, and just fucking, like, try to bomb people and shit. Like, fuck Kim Jong-un, I read it. I watched a video that kind of was humanizing North Korea. Mm-hmm. And, like, maybe it's not, like, they were just talking about, like, it's not too bad. Like, we still can do things, eat food and stuff. But it, like, then I watched another video and it, like, is that bad. And, like, there's always that propaganda about, like, but I was watching it from an American's point of view. And then I later found out that this YouTuber is getting paid to humanize North Korea.
Yeah, it's like, you never know when you fucking watch this, bro.
And it's like, in America, because it's like an American YouTuber that has millions of subscribers. Like, if they post something, like, making North Korea not maybe sound as bad as we think it is. Yeah. Like, we're going to be like, oh, maybe it isn't that bad, but it is that bad.
Yeah. There's that level to it, but there's also the level of, obviously there's propaganda in a place like North Korea. Mm-hmm. Totally. There's also propaganda in the United States of America. And one of those examples is, hey, when a cop kills a black person from racist point of view, probably, we can all assume that there are racist cops out there who do fucked up shit. When that happens, the propaganda is now, we're going to exacerbate it to, like, the most extreme situation. Like, oh, now you got to fucking turn on the whole system instead of just this one cop who really fucked up and did some fucked up shit. It's like, do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The propaganda is, oh, now we're going to divide the country even more. because we know that's what's going to happen when you start saying, oh, well, cops are racist. You're going to get a 50-50 split of people saying yes and no.
Is this
And people are
considered
gonna fight.
politics?
Yeah, we should probably start away from this. But to kind of start away
Oh, I
from
love
this,
this,
my
but
last
yeah, of
question
course.
is like, and this is all opinionated. If I was a white male and when I got pulled over by that cop for a DUI and he was a white male, and you could look him up, his badge number, he had, he going through like his Facebook. I'm obviously not gonna say his name,
Okay, let me put it like this.
but you
Wait,
can
let him finish the question.
his Facebook, all white friends, white family, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Let me put it.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, this is like the third
Let him
time you
finish
said
his
this
question.
story.
Yeah, I was trying to say it
Let us
earlier.
finish his question.
And then,
you
do you
got
think that if he pulled over me and I was a white male,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that there would have been a little bit more sympathy in how he handled the situation?
I don't know him personally.
Who am I to say?
Who are you to say?
No,
I don't know.
I have
Alright.
no idea.
I wasn't there.
What you're
I take your
conflicted
word
with
for it,
is that
obviously.
he treated
I
you
don't know.
differently because you're a Mexican. But okay, let's say there's a white kid and then there's a Mexican. How would you view that Mexican compared to that white kid? Would you be more comfortable to go up to that Mexican than to a white kid,
How would
or you view them the same?
I'd view them the same.
Yeah, I would view them the same as well.
Oh, you might view them the same, but how you interact
Are
with
they
them would you
American?
be
Are you-
different?
Let's say,
Are they
are you
American?
coming in?
Let's say okay, that's like an Edgar,
Okay.
and you're like, what are you going on? Like, oh, what's
I
up,
would
bro?
I'd probably judge the Edgar a little more
Yeah.
Okay.
because
Yeah, that's
I
a
know
fair
them.
point.
Like I know the Edgar. Like I know how they are.
All right, then
I
let's.
mean,
Okay,
Yeah,
now let's a construction worker.
Yeah, that's
Motherfucker
right.
who only speaks Spanish. How you gonna show up to him?
I wouldn't talk to him because I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, let's say here's a point. Let's say you're in a fucked up city. Like I'm just gonna put out some shit out of my ass of stereotyping. Okay, let's say you're a white police officer in Compton and you pull over me. I guarantee you that officer is coming up to my car less hesitant than he would if he goes up to a car that's like, oh, you got like the Compton of the Compton person in there, African American, like totally probably repping a gang.
Or
Like,
Latino.
like yeah, you come up to both cars as a white male or a Mexican cop. I'm just saying, you're gonna have different ideas in your head of how it's gonna go down, and
I mean, you can make judgments, but
You can
totally.
make judgments.
I'm sure they do all the time.
But
But their
don't-
job isn't supposed to be that.
But in Compton, don't let just a white guy in the car distract you from the fact that some of them there's some white males out there that will totally pull a gun on you. The same
Oh,
way-
of course.
the same way we view another game.
bro, any
Yeah.
person can pull a gun on you and here in the
Anyone
United
can pull a gun on you, whether he's
And
fucking,
that's how a cop should approach a car. Is
Anyone.
anyone and anyone is.
What sucks about getting pulled over and like being detained and shit is like you can't just fight the case right there. Like you can't
Oh,
just
I
be
know.
like
you can't defend your
like
case.
you
No.
you know, but like you got to go through the process. Like if you're gonna get arrested, like you got to go to the jail and shit. You got to get
Fight it out
processed.
the court, pay
Well,
this,
But
that,
if you were just like, bro, I'm literally just
Yeah.
here, bro. I was literally.
If they
It
have
don't
you
mean
detained
shit.
for a certain amount of time, it's illegal. You know that? I don't know the exact time, but I believe if it's 15 minutes, because I was illegally detained. I was in there chilling because my family came to distract the cop, and then we weren't really like truly focusing on the fact that how long I was detained. And yeah, man, fuck that cop. But it was an illegal detainment. There was so much that cop did wrong. He was so inexperienced, so unprofessional. He was taking advantage of the situation, taking advantage of my age, taking advantage of my female passenger that was my girlfriend. Like, just a horrible cop.
As a Hispanic person, is it stereotyping to automatically assume that he was more of a dick to you because of your skin color?
Wait, can I add something funny?
Because you can say, like...
Can I add something funny real quick? 'Cause when he got pulled over for the DUI, we almost fucked him over. Because his ex-girlfriend at the time texted the GC asking if Tony ever drank. And we were all about to say yes. Like, he gets the most fuck. But we were like, no.
Oh, you're just like to fuck with her?
No,
No, to fuck with him.
So, because they weren't understanding...
Because we didn't know he was getting arrested. It was just...
Yeah, he's getting plastered.
It was just his ex-girlfriend. But yeah, it was like, we didn't know we were just about to fuck with him. So we didn't know he was getting pulled over and shit. We were just going to fuck him up.
Censor out that fucking name drop.
This guy's looking at the... Bro, how long have we been recording?
a long time.
All right, we should wrap it up.
Like 50 minutes.
Yeah, but I feel
Smart.
so bad for like my female passenger at the time. Like it was just such a horrible experience watching your boyfriend be handcuffed, and she was crying. It was so bad. But now I'm not gonna say every white male cop judges the race of the person that they pulling over, but there's a vibe. There's a vibe that you're giving off. There's a vibe of the lack of respect that he had. He did not go back to the name drop. He didn't respect me because of my age, but there was a lack of respect there. Then that's a for sure. It's still opinionated, but show 10 people that video, 10 people that aren't biased are going to tell you that there was a lack of respect there. Could it be because of age? Could it be because of race? Who knows? But for sure, I felt like it was because of my race. So there was that, and like I always kind of think about that moment and how traumatized I was, and like just like if I was a white male, would there have been a little bit more sympathy? And because think about it like this: you get a DUI at 18. I'm not gonna say your life is ruined, but it might be ruined. Mm-hmm. Like the job that I have now, I wouldn't be able to get that job if I had that DUI. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would, and there's a lot of stuff, and I would be a felon. Right? Look at me. Am I a felon?
How many people do you think in the slammer were falsely accused of their
A lot.
crime?
About 20% of them.
It's an interesting topic also.
It is an interesting topic. But it's always a joy you guys coming through.
I love it.
Thank you guys for pulling up again.
Yeah, thank you guys for pulling
Thank
up. We
you for
hope to do it
pulling
again.
up.
I told
You're welcome
Kaydence-
for showing up also.
This guy has
Thanks
a
for
nerve.
coming, Tony.
It's always a joy you guys coming over. I told Kaydence, I don't know when, but like I was like, we need to have you guys on the podcast again. I don't know if it was maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Heck yeah.
But I'm happy that we finally made it again. This will not be your last appearance. This won't be anywhere near your last appearance.
Yes.
Because
Yeah, we need more racist jokes, Preston.
But again, I always like to say if there's anything that you would like for us to talk about in the comments below, I'm sure we'd be happy to research it and talk about it. The only ever like themed episode we had was the conspiracy theories one, and my dad holds that episode as our funniest episode because of this guy right here. He's with Andy.
What can I say?
But yeah, we always like to try to bring interesting people on. We're gonna have a boys versus girls episode.
But what,
So-
if
I'd
it was
like
a
to
boy,
see
like
it.
what would we do if it was a boys versus girls? Like, see who's the smartest, see who's the fastest, see who's like the coolest.
Trivia. That'd be fun.
See who can do more math
we
problems.
can have one with like Zoe, Lalaney,
We should-
and Kaydence.
Zoe is just, they them, so they won't. It'll be boys
Yeah.
versus girls versus
They
them.
them.
They them, which is completely respectable. Maybe they have 2 point of views on it.
Hey, that's a
like
different
that.
opinion.
Different opinion.
But
But-
Anything to make it more realistic. But
We should have Smash tournament.
that'd be fun.
Smash.
no
Smash
Switch?
Bros.
No Switch.
See,